All right, pre-algebra. This is your Monday gold virtual, Tuesday, or I'm sorry, Monday green virtual, Tuesday gold lesson. Let me go and focus this. There we go. All right, so you guys are getting something new, and I'm going to do it virtually. I think this is something you'll get the hang of because we're going to go from what's called scientific notation to standard form and back. So we're not going to multiply or divide any of that this year. We're just going to get the basics of scientific notation. So here's an example in standard form. Well, who wants to write all that, right? Who wants to write all those zeros? I don't even know what that is. What is that? 100,000, million, billion? Is that 5.2? No, that's trillion. All right. So these are equal. So how do I know that this number on the left, 5.2 trillion, is equal to 5.2 times 10 to the 12th? And backwards, all right? So scientific notation basically has three parts. It has the coefficient that we call this, it has the base, and then it has the exponent, okay? So the coefficient is always a number from 1 to 10, okay? You will never see a number, or if you do see a number that's less than 1 or greater than 10, it's not in scientific notation, and that's important when you write these numbers in scientific notation, okay? And you'll see us do that, me do that when I do these examples. The base, we always multiply it times to base 10, and this exponent is, if it is positive, it is a large number. Okay? If the exponent is negative, it's actually a small number. Okay? The larger the positive exponent, the larger the exponent here, the bigger the number. The larger the negative exponent here, the smaller the number. Okay, and that's really it. So all we're going to do is see how do I go from one to the other. And I think with about 4 examples of each, you'll be ready to go. I've also attached a video on Khan. There's one assignment on Khan. If you aren't good with this, or if you struggle on Khan, go and watch that video. They're going to do the same thing I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. So how do I go from scientific notation to standard form? Okay, well, it's as simple as moving the decimal. So the way I teach it is, this is a very big number. So this is 2.71. Notice it's between 1 and 10 times 10 to the 9th power. What does this 9 mean? This means I am moving this decimal basically 9 places to the right. So you go 1, and you include these two. So you go 1, 2. Well, there's 2. Well, I have to go 9. Well, after this, we're going to add 7 zeros. So this is basically 271. There's your 2 spaces that we moved, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. So put our commas, put our commas. That is in standard form. Okay? Next one, 2.1 times 10 to the 6th. I want this in standard form. So what do? I move it 1 place here. I have to move it 6 total. So I'm basically moving it 1, and then I have 5 more places. I got to add 5 more zeros. So I do 2, 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Comma there, comma there. Those are equivalent. Okay? Next one. 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. I'm actually going to show the negatives with hops. I'll explain it 2 ways, but this one I didn't have a lot of room to show you the hops. So this one, 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. Remember, the decimal is to the right. So the decimal is right here. So what do I have to do? I have to move 1, 2, 3, basically 4 hops to here. Fill these in with zeros. Or you could say, hey, negative means I'm going to the left. I'm going 1 to get to the left side of 1, and then I have to add 3 more zeros. So this is point 1, 2, 3, 1. What is that? 1/10,000. Okay. Last one I'm going to do is this one, 4.4 times 10 to the negative 9th. Negative, going to the left. It's a very small number. So I'm going to go 1 place here. That takes me 1, but I've got to go 8 more places. So I have to do decimal point, 8 zeros, and then 4, 4. We need all these numbers. We cannot drop any of these numbers here, right? These have to stay. I can't. So I have to make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and then 4, 4. Okay, so I went from here, 4.4, and I went 9 places to the left. Okay, that is going from scientific notation to standard form. Now, to go from standard form to scientific notation, it's still counting the decimal. That's basically what you do. You just got to know, is my decimal negative or positive? And then you got to get to a number between 1 and 10. Okay? So the first one, 600. Well, it's a big number. This is greater than 1, right? So this number is going to be a positive exponent, and you just have to find the decimal point, which is at the end. You're going to go 1, 2 places to the left. That is now 6.00 because that number has to be between 1 and 10. So we write that as 6 times 10 to the second power. Next one, let's see. Well, let's just do this one right here. Actually, I can't do this one yet because I haven't done this. Well, hopefully you won't get a 0 exponent. I'll leave this one. We'll see what con looks like. Let's go here. 816.3. You go 1, 2 places again to the left. Now it's to a number between 1 and 10. It's 8.163, right? But you have to include all these numbers. These are important. And we moved it 2 places times 10 to the second power. Okay. Actually, I am going to do this one. When you're in class, you're going to find out that 10 to the 0 power is just 1. So this one's already between 1 and 10, but if I want to write it in scientific notation, that is 369 times 10 to the 0 power. Because what you're going to find in class is this raised to the 0 power is just 1. Anything raised to the 0 power is 1, so that just keeps that number as is, but now we did write it in scientific notation. Okay? So there's 3 where we have positive exponents. Those are numbers that are greater than 1. Here's an example of one that is much less than 1. First thing that tells you is it's a negative exponent. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. Now I'm between 1 and 10. 9.91. 9.91 times 10 to the, how many places did I go? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros plus 1 more times 10 to the negative 7. Okay. These 2 are both positive. I'm not going to, actually all 3 of these are positive. Let's do another negative. We'll do these last 2 here on the bottom right. So this one, negative exponent, because it's a really small number. It's less than 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I went 5 places. I landed that decimal to a number that's between 1 and 10. That becomes 5.9 times 10 to the negative 5th power. Last one, not much movement here. I have to move it 1 decimal place, 1 place to the right. Right, now I've landed that decimal between 1 and 10. That becomes 6.3338, is that right? 3 threes? Yep. Times 10 to the negative 1st power. That is your lesson for today. So try the con. Like I said, it's a 7-question con. That's it. So it will take you much longer than it did for you to watch, or much shorter time than to watch this video. But hopefully you have a pretty good grasp on scientific notation. You will see like 2 or 3 questions on your test on Friday. So make sure you feel pretty good about it. Come with questions when I see it if there were things you did not understand on con. All right, have a great day at home.